Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? I want to talk today about buying new furniture. Uh, a lot of what I'm going to say would also apply to buying new clothes, but I think we tend to think it's okay to buy new clothes more regularly than we do new furniture. And yet, I know that some of you have been purchasing new furniture as you've relocated after many years or downsized, or as you send your children off and give them your furniture and you buy new. I just have bought a new couch, mostly because I wanted to have more sleeping space. It's a sofa couch, sleeper, sofa, whatever you call it, sofa sleeper or something. Anyway, um, but have been thinking about that and thinking about my reluctance to buy new things sometimes, even when I can afford them. It's a reluctance because it's kind of like I say to myself, well, no, what I have is good enough. You don't need something new. This works. And as I was thinking about that this morning, waiting for the delivery people to arrive, I thought, gosh, I wonder how many people do that with their faith. I mean, I did that for a lot of years. I tend to not do it as much now, but we say, oh, no, that's good enough. I kind of know what that means. I don't need to pursue that. Oh, it's there if I need it. I don't need to make a big deal out of it. But the thing is, we do need to make a big deal out of it. And it is good to replace what is good enough with something that's better, that really comes closer to what we believe, and maybe we grew up with one set of values like going to church every Sunday. Of course, in those days it had to be Sunday. Now online it can be any day. And sometimes in person, like with our acts of faith, it could be almost any day. But we think, oh, no, I have to do that in order for it to be church. It has to be in a building on a Sunday morning. It has to be stained glass. And what is it you really have to have in order to have worship? Community? Yeah, but what does that look like? You could have virtual community now, maybe. You need to have singing. Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes, a tenebrae service or an all-spoken kind of prayer service. That's nice too, though. I think there needs to be prayer. For me, there needs to be prayer, there needs to be scripture, and there needs to be some kind of reflection, whether it's a self-reflection in silence or it's hearing someone else's opinions or it's a musical meditation. There needs to be some period for reflection, and the more communal I can make it, well, I don't want to say the better it is. It has a different feeling for me when it's communal as opposed to virtual or I'm alone in my room doing it. So for some people, virtual worship this last year has been good enough. And for others of you, it's been terrific. Isn't that interesting? A couple of you have said to me, I don't want to go back to in person. I really like feeling connected anytime during the week that I want to. I don't want it to be just Sunday morning or in our case, afternoon. But the other parts of your spiritual life, where are you settling for what's good enough? Oh, I don't, prayerful pause is good enough. I don't need to have some other meditation during the day. Well, thank you, but probably not true. You probably could have something better if you were to engage in it more frequently. I just put it out there because I think that many of us tend to settle for what's good enough. I have a good enough understanding of Jesus. I understand, Christmas, and then he did some teaching, blah, 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 and then Lent, and then Easter, and then Pentecost maybe, and then blah, blah, blah throughout the summer, some more teaching, and eventually we'll be back to Thanksgiving and then Advent and Christmas. And that might even be a stretch. Some of you might not even, celebrate Advent or Lent or some of those others. You're Chriseaster Christians, isn't that what they're called? Christmas, Easter, Chriseaster. Um, but I'm urging you today, I'm urging all of us, myself included, to look at what we need and stop saying something's good enough. It might be good enough, but we deserve better than good enough. We deserve to have a new couch or a new chair. We deserve to have a renewed appreciation of our faith. We deserve to have excitement again, excitement about what we believe and how we express it. So spend a little bit of time today thinking about where are you settling for something good enough when it comes to your faith life? And where are you not pushing forward? Or, maybe it's not just your faith life. Maybe it's in life in general. Maybe it's with different relationships. Oh, that's good enough. I don't want to rock the boat. Well, how about your relationship with God? Good enough? Could be better. How about with Jesus? Oh, it's good enough. Yeah, but it could be great. That's the challenge for today. Take a look at it. You don't have to get bogged down in it. Take a look at it. Come back to it in a couple of days. Just see what you think. All right? Thanks for joining me for this prayerful pause in your day. A few minutes to think of something greater than yourself. And in this case, it is about what is greater. What's greater than just good enough for you, for your spirituality, for your faith, for your relationships with other people, as well as with God and with yourself? What do you need? What would make it better? I'm Pastor Deb Swift, South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York. We'll see you back here again next time. And until then, God bless. Take care. And bye for now.